Chelsea 0-2 Manchester United. Under Herrera and Paul Pogba send United through to FA Cup quarter-finals and increase the pressure on Maurizio Sarri. The scoreline told its own story. These are two clubs on very different paths now. Whether Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ends up a permanent fixture at Manchester United, he has done what he was employed to do in December. He has turned this ship around, he has made it a happy vessel again. United dang o2 ket FA Cup for Wolves Bejayo de Yon Bay, Trong Top Bon Kua Premier League Vatrand Wang Den Champions League Muatoy. Jose Lam Dunai, Duong Nu, Voi Kaijia Kua Chelsea, Mokal Akboda Lak Loi Duoi Toi Maurizio Sarri, Vi United XUNG Deng Bilo I Koi FA Cup, Guang Nu Hoda Duoi Ho Koi Kak Vi Tri Champions League. Chelsea say Tron Tai Tra and Chung Ket Carabao Cup Voi Manchester City Vout Junyet, Nong Yai Ham Mosadi Du Lich Voi Hai Vong Yeu Han Mong Doi, Va Tham Kai Kong Yeu Du Voi Vake Man City Thang Ko Kop Don Danyet 6-0. It was never going to be that against the red half of Manchester, but United were comfortable, 2 goals clear at half-time and contained Chelsea from there. Victor Lindelof got a vital block in on a rare Eden Hazard shot that might have sparked a revival in the second half, and it may be argued that United's Nemanja Matic was lucky not to receive a second yellow for some ferocious tackling in midfield, but these are minor quibbles and diversions. Chelsea did not muster a shot on target after the 11th minute, including 45 when they were chasing a 2-goal deficit. United were better and appear to have been liberated by Solskjaer as much as Chelsea seem weighed down by Sarri's dogma. His second-half substitutions, the inevitable Ross Barkley-Mateo Kovacic switch, plus full-back David Zappacosta for Cesar Azpilicueta, bought equal parts mockery and outright disdain, with Callum Hudson-Odoi again imprisoned on the bench. "You don't know what you're doing," sang the locals, but that's just the problem. He does. It's just that what he is doing is increasingly unsuccessful and maddeningly repetitive. The same moves, born of the same principles, repeated endlessly with diminishing returns. Sarri did not even put N'Golo Kanté, a defensive midfielder supreme, on Paul Pogba, despite seeing the Marquinhos effect when Paris Saint-Germain came to Old Trafford last week. Marquinhos marked Pogba out of the game until the United man lost his raglaton and was dismissed. Sarri is too committed to his strategy to make plans for a dangerous opponent. The upshot? A goal and an assist for the player who will run the game for Manchester United if he is allowed. It is not as if Pogba's resurgence is a secret, either. In the time since Solskjaer was appointed, he has been involved in 15 goals or assists for Manchester United. Only Son Heung-min for Tottenham has more in that period with 16, and he is being discussed as a potential footballer of the year. Apart from 2 good performances against Tottenham in the Carabao Cup semi-final, in 2019 each meeting with a member of the elite has seemed a moment of reckoning for Sarri. The result at Manchester City was an abject humiliation, but a 2-0 defeat by Arsenal, and now this also point to an inevitable conclusion given Roman Abramovich's patience with failing managers. This is essential when playing Chelsea. Jorginho did play one lovely ball that was squandered by Gonzalo Higuain's poor control, but, that aside, Chelsea chances were largely limited to shots from range, well repelled by stand-in goalkeeper Sergio Romero, and a header from Higuain from Azpilicueta's cross that at the very least should have been steered on target. In the 11th minute Romero saved an excellent free kick from David Luiz only for the rebound to fall to Pedro. He struck it on the volley, but Romero was equal to that, too. Eden Hazard played a neat 1-2 with Kovacic before curling a shot wide a minute later, and, after United had gone a goal up, Chelsea almost found a fortunate route back into the game when a Pedro cross took a slight deflection and turned into a near-perfect lob. So a bit of luck, a little judgment, and not much else from Chelsea. United, by contrast, were always a threat. From the second minute when Pogba found Mata, eventually involving Lukaku, whose cross was cut out by Luiz with Rashford lurking, it was plain United had a strategy for getting in behind Chelsea from wide positions. Solskjaer has, undoubtedly, allowed these players a freedom that was previously absent, so even the unlikeliest of them pop up in attacking positions. How was it that centre-half Chris Smalling was available when Matic played a neat chip through in the 9th minute? He really should have done better with a header directed straight at goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga. The pressure began to show when Arrizabalaga made an utter hash of a back pass from Azpilicueta, almost letting in Rashford directly in front of Chelsea's posts. From their next attack, however, United took the lead. Pogba had experienced a quiet half-hour but was finally given the room to pick out a pass from wide, and Chelsea paid a heavy price. His cross was a beauty, and Herrera, one of the smallest players on the field, but frequently among United's most effective under Solskjaer, lost Marcos Alonso to guide a header into the corner, leaving Arrizabalaga no chance. Worse followed, seconds before halftime. This time it was a Rashford cross and Pogba, still without a shadow, who stole between Antonio Rudiger and Azpilicueta to convert United's second header of the night. In that instant, it could be sensed Chelsea had no retort. United had not won here since October 28, 2012, a sequence that could be quickly reversed.